TV production class is a quarter credit class at Kalamazoo College in the Media Studies department. I am the instructor. I've been an instructor for 43 seasons. I call them seasons and not quarters or terms or anything like that because my students are cast and crew. We endeavor over the course of 10 weeks to make one episode of a multi-camera sketch comedy show. It's very much like Saturday Night Live, if Saturday Night Live was filmed on a Thursday afternoon by amateurs with no money. My class is essentially a class about teamwork. Television is a team activity. When you watch TV, the credits roll and there's hundreds of names on the credits, and every one of those people is a vital piece of making this piece of entertainment. My job is instructor, but I actually act very much like the producer, and a producer's job is to clear the runway so that the artists can come in and create whatever they want to create, and so I'm doing all that back-end work. The class does take a fair amount of my time in terms of making sure the students have what they need. It's a little balancing act for me. Luckily, I have Kara.
I am the tech for class, and I kind of just go in and help Jake and teach the students how to use the equipment, what the process is, so he can kind of focus on the students who are like directing, and then I can help fill in how to do some of the other technical stuff. And then once we go to the first story, then we'll be over in ME2.
And then like the top ME2, not this one. So.
Yeah, I mean you can set it there and hit cut. I would still set it there. Okay. In the TV production class, we use a format that's referred to as a multicam setup. A multicam setup is a more traditional way to shoot comedies or sitcoms. And in that kind of setup, you have multiple cameras around a soundstage. And the choices of like going from camera to camera are happening typically live while it's recording.
Do you want to know what really killed the dinosaurs?
ME2. 1. It's a creative outlet in a way that doesn't really exist in any other sector of campus. It provides like a really unique way of having a vision and then being given pretty much everything you need to go forward and execute that vision. For the past few terms, I've just been like getting cast in sketches that other people, like my friends, would write, and then I would come in and film the sketches. I always like waffled between if I would ever actually take it or not, because I just really liked that system of like popping in whenever I wanted to pop in and not being beholden to coming to it every class period, and I just wound up doing it on a whim, and now I really enjoy it. So I wrote this sketch in the bomb shelter set. And I had this idea of like if sitcoms were still being filmed like in the apocalypse.
Out of all the twists and turns of life, there's nothing quite like the thrill of having a family.
Wow.
Finally, these two like apocalyptic rogues break in and hijack the broadcast.
We're about to start shooting or rehearsing right now. Josie just went over cameras for her sketch. It's the apocalypse, and I'm surviving it a little bit.
Dear God, help us! Somebody help us!
You're a beautiful light. You're such a wonderful daughter, Rebecca. I'm so glad that... There's a nightmare out there! Somebody help us! We're all dead, or we're already gone! We're dying and we're all fucking
Driving.
A lot of extra care, I think, went into that sketch on a lot of people's parts, which was really nice of them.
Oh, Rebecca!
Molly, hello! That was very good. I need you to draw one of these little buggers right here. Hey, it's Eli!
Oh my God. What a set.
Today's Sketch Scramble. By the end of today's class period, we will have 2 sets of sketches recorded. We gotta write, shoot, act, direct them all today within the class period. Inside this bucket is a series of lines. Each team will pull one, and then your sketch has to include this line of dialogue. Okay?
I always tell people it's my favorite day of the term. Basically, you have 15 or 20 minutes to write an entire sketch, like come up with the idea and write it and hit print. You get your usual 3 takes, and then you turn it around and do the other groups. So then the other group is directing their sketch and giving you the lines and all of that. And it's really fun. Every time I tell someone, yeah, I'm like, oh, I've got like class from 4 to 6, they're like, why? Like, that sucks. Why would you take that class? And I'm like, you don't understand. This is not a class. This is silly, goofy time to do what I love.
It's just fun to like make stuff with people who I like making stuff with and then put it out into the world.
Watch the live show. It's really good.
The live show is going to be so fun. It is wild, and it feels like
so anxiety-inducing.
What? Don't listen to Pilar. 42 in the can. This is going to be 43. I feel it's going to be one of the better ones. So, we ready? Yeah. All right. See you guys on Thursday.